Hello everyone, welcome back to more Danganronpa. How's everyone? I hope you all doing well today. The song Soon Screen is done by Moon. Check them out. Link in description below. And then we can get started with a funny bell. But I do hope everyone is doing well today. I know there was a PlayStation State of Play. We saw the Wolverine. It's funny. I did say Until Dawn 2 got announced, and it's like, you guys released a movie. It went like a farm for win. I mean, I thought it was a decent movie. And again, I'm not really the biggest fan of original Until Dawn, so the fact that it was different, I really didn't give two shits, to be honest. Like, Until Dawn is a good enough game, but like, some things like actually irritated me like immensely with how that game was structured. So I was feeling way more frustrated than I should about that game. In some parts. But yeah, because like, oh, it's Until Dawn 2 doesn't come out, I believe, until next year. It's just like, man, you released a whole ass movie and you're not capitalizing on anything. You just re-release the first game. I feel like it's silly. Like, at least with like the Super Mario Galaxy movie, because okay, here's the like the Galaxy games again. Oh yeah, Star Fox, like Fox with Cloud was in it. Here's a Star Fox game. Like, that's how you should do it. Don't be a silly Billy about it. Be silly Billy. Okay, for Bill speaking now. Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trials. So you first determine the results. The power of delays. Yes. Again, I just find. Well, first of all, hi Ben, how are you? Hope you're doing well today. I just find it silly. It's a very silly situation. It's delays, Sony's mismanagement, however you want to frame it, honestly. Because what else got like announced during the State of Play? Because Wolverine, let's see, more files for the Marvel Fighting game, God of War, Silent Hill, Ace Combat. Hold on, let me actually hit the PlayStation account. Dune, we got a Dune game. Kimaru, a new game. Let's see. Control wasn't a new Tomb Raider game. Mom of Rome. Wait, is it like not Quails? I was stuck in traffic for 2 hours. So like I didn't watch any of the trailers whatsoever. I just kind of got like headlines from like the PlayStation account. I've never heard of that before. Unless it's like a new game instead of like a existing franchise. If you can figure out who done it, then they would be the one to receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, I would punish everyone besides the blackened. An existing franchise, okay. Gotcha. Nah, but where to begin? We already know who did. I feel like you did this before. Huh? Deja vu! I kind of forgot my Akuma calls her alphabet.
さくらちゃんを殺した犯人は
The one who killed Sakura
さくらちゃんの
is one of the people playing Havoc. Fakia, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you. And funny, it's actually funny, like Hiro gets blamed off the bat by Hina 2 trials in a row. Okay, I gotcha. You know what would be cool of Capcom to do? Release Ace of 27. Anyways, then again, like if they don't think it's good, you know, I don't want them to release it, of course. But I really want Ace of 27. Idiot. I had nothing to do with it. Yeah, I never killed someone. No way. I don't think he would be a good murderer. I feel like he will confess on himself on accident 10 times over. I don't want to hear your stupid excuses. Hina seems very sure about one of these 3 is to kill him, but she must have some reason for believing that. Man, we're always still using like 1 bullet in the easiest mode. Maybe I should have not. Did I do the easiest mode? I cannot remember. I mean, to be fair, wanted to kill her because she was betrayal or like, but I feel like that's enough of a basis. But yeah, you need more to support. And the only reason you suspected them is because Sakura wanted to meet with him, right? Oh yeah. I already said for evidence, silly McCoy. Yeah, exactly. Said for evidence. You know, I mean, I get it. You want to walk through your playthrough, you know, for conclusion. Make sure we really understand what's going on. But sometimes, like, the perfect example is what the fucking Octagon is. From Danganronpa 2. Sometimes they really want you to make sure you're on the same page as the characters are in the game. Again, for better or for worse, it's probably for the better overall, but they really want you to be on the same page. And I will say too, for how bad, like, replaying this game, how bad I think Case 2 and Case 3 are. Well, of course, this case just kind of, until the trial portion getting started. But, like, this trial is so much better than those 2 cases. It's even funny. The first case is so much better than those 2 cases. And you know who does it. Basically, far away. So there's no doubt about it. One of these 3 kill him. I can't disagree with Hina. But that's a good reason to suspect all 3 of them. Then does that mean one of them did? It could have been anyone. Yeah, that's true. Could have been anyone. Deny, deny, deny. You know what? You got confused about which statement was which. Here, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots. What does that guy do, if anything? What are you so panicky about? Red polka dots? This guy be the rapper for the candy I gave Sakura. No, it's ever since we get to warehouse, I totally monopolized by a tile box of candy. It goes straight to you 5, Squidward. And then you blow up. Man, me and my coworker today were crying for like I wake up and I break my arms. And I give a morning I break my arms and now I break my legs like all day to each other. It was funny in context, anyways. It was. For multiple reasons, it was. And sometimes people, well, I guess not people, no one really wonders, but I guess besides maybe my parents, but how we end up with where we are with for words. There's no way. And then of the night, I lay and ag me into my hard times, put me to sleep. Yeah, basically, yeah. I love SpongeBob so much. Like, only SpongeBob, like, it's like it's its own language with people who grew up with it. There's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse. In that case, here, where did you get that piece of candy? From Sakura, it's long explanation. Well, I mean, yeah, I got it from her, but she gave it to me for good. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her. When did she give it to you? The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right? Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then. Okay. Yes. I'm not sure about that here. Hina didn't actually get the can until after she left the nurse's office. You know what? Actually, this is a messed up idea. Never mind. I was about to say something so fucked up. But I guess it would work in like a bow set. So, okay, so I guess the same idea. I shoot the shot. So what if Marikuma, like, took an execution and used the remains in another execution? What I mean is, for example, like, instead of just like a tub of bow, right? Marikuma made like let's say Mondo is like 160. Well, actually, he's probably more. Let's say 200 with all that muscle. 200 pounds of bow. Why? Why? And then he used that 200 pounds of bow to feed Celeste for her crimes against humanity. For making such a god-awful trial. It's like poetry. Anyways, this is why I'm not on the Danganronpa table whatsoever. So, if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have that candy. Damn it! I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right, I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that? Yo, you're so bad. Why for signing her hostility? Well, we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me. You just want to make Celeste bigger, you don't even make an excuse. I mean, that is true. But no, there's this sketchbook where it's kids, you know, about like a company saying sticks of butter, like as like a fast food option. Like you can literally eat sticks of butter at like a fast food restaurant. And like, you know, it's like, oh, does this seem unhealthy? Well, Coppola wants to do it, so we're doing it. And they gave a kid a heart attack. Anyways, It's like that. Take the kid out of his clothes. He doesn't die of a heart attack. He's fine. But like as like an actual like weight gain type scenario. But we just talked. That's all. I didn't do anything. You gotta believe me. Yeah, I'm getting incredibly suspicious. Yeah, I'm getting incredibly suspicious. More historic. Is that just normal historic? Oh my god, I cannot say that word tonight. Historic team. You have a weird code, but you even have proof. You have proof? What are you talking about? Talking about her shining message. What would be a shining message even be? It's a message shining. No, like with neon lights. Have you seen the crime? She had written out took on her blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like you guys would talk about with Saka. It's true, I saw it for myself. See, Toko did. You know, honestly, I mean, no offense to Toko or Hyo, this than a how would for Yu-Gi-Oh! Do monster stuff say? They would understand it goes up a chance against Sakura, even if it's surprise attack her. Like honestly, like they would give a shit walk. You just don't know when you beat, do you? Hyo, hold on. When did you see that dying message first? Huh? Well, when we found Ogo's body, duh. But if you recall, Hino was very adamant by keeping you away from the crime scene. So it's hard to believe that you actually saw the message for yourself. Wait, hold on. On the magazine show. Oh, so I was watching a video last night. I'm getting distracted. I'm just thinking while I'm reading. But I was watching a video last night about the problem with Star Wars nowadays. And I really agree with this problem. This is like a very retrospective problem. It seemed like a good idea at first, right? So Force Awakens is a remake of A New Hope, basically. And like, you know, that makes sense. You're making like a new entry in a franchise. You want to have some sense of familiarity. But I feel like doing the whole Rebels vs. Empire thing after, like 30 years after in Star Wars time, after that happened, seems a bit silly. In terms of all these people, like in like the Mando show, are they aware of, hey, you know, we don't want an Empire again. We're doing everything we can do to stop the Empire from rising again. But then the Empire basically wars again. It just feels stupid. So you have to, like, I feel like we're purposely not going to the new trilogy in terms of these like side shows like Ahsoka and stuff. Because you're gonna have to do some crazy loop jumping to explain some of this stuff away. But like the second thing is with like the Mando and Goku show, it's like you have to do homework. Like show, like from what I've heard, it is a good, really enough a good starting point. But also too, it's like, well, there's 3 seasons of TV. The Book of Boba Fett is basically part The Mandalorian season 2.5. So it's like, you have to, like, you know, watch all that. And then, boom, bada bing, there you go. And with Ahsoka, you know, you got the Clone Wars. And then the Rebels TV show. And, you know, it's like, all this sorry to hear the dog walking. All this woke to, like, watch new Star Wars. And it's just like, I feel like a lot of people aren't gonna be willing to do that. And then, like, for MCU, like, I do want to do, like, an MCU retrospective or, like, something. But, like, it's hard because it's like, oh, I can't even start with Incredible Hulk. I just start with, like, all these random 2000 Marvel movies because they got, looped into the MCU. Like, the Spider-Man movies, like, the Fox movies, all this wonderful old shit. So it's become a whole different ballpark than it would have been. So it's just like, it's like that's a very hard thing for me to want to tackle. Anyways, it's just food for thought. That's why, looking through the shelf, I found a magazine with a dang message on it. I found it what they'll ever seen the crime after we started the investigation. You know what, Ben? I've been thinking about doing that because, yes. Because yes, like, let's be honest, I love those movies with a passion, with all their faults. Like, let's be honest, those movies aren't cinematic masterpiece. Well, Spider-Man 2 could be maybe classified as like one of the best superhero films of all time. But Spider-Man 3, I know I mentioned, but Spider-Man 3 is like one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, it is not the best movie ever made. Not by a long shot. But is it one of the most enjoyable movies? Yes. By a long shot. I'm sorry. Like, I remember, I feel like I told this story on stream before. But like, I saw, you know, Into the Spider-Verse with my dad and theaters. And then, you know, there was a family, well, like, our family, our friends with, and like, their son, who's younger than me by a few years. But he goes like, man, I'm glad they made fun of Spider-Man 3. I'm like, yes, me too. Like, it was a fun little reference. And like, you know, it's ridiculous. Like, of course I don't get upset when people poke fun of emo Peter Parker. We all do. It's a fun thing to poke fun of. Because yeah, I hated that. I'm like, how? It's like, it's so silly. I personally cannot fathom disliking it. Just, like, I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, this is this dope dancing around, trying to hit on women, thinking he's cool when he's lame as fuck. It's, like, it's weirdly charming in a way, but also at the same time, you know, goofy, because that's what he thinks is cool. Like, it's charming that he has so much confidence in himself for once. But, like, don't do that. Don't actually do that, cause, but, like, yeah, I love that movie so much. But that's a different topic of, like, I feel like with Spider-Man 3, let's start like a bad trend of like non-TV shows trying to shove, but actually no, it started with a 90s cartoon really, but the 90s cartoon at least probably has like one of the best damn adaptations, because he actually has his redemption arc at least somewhat in that show, but like, they try to slam the Black Suit and Venom together, even though they're two separate characters, like two separate story arcs. And like, they try to slam it together, and they wonder what goes wrong. I'm looking at you, Spider-Man 3 and Spider-Man 2, the recent one, video game-wise. Anyways, let's actually play the game. What does that make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense. There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko Papadang message during the investigation. In which case, okay, yeah, it does clearly contradict what the hero told us.
俺がダイイングメッセージを見つけたのはオーガの死体を発見した時だべ。
私がダイイングメッセージを見つけたのは捜査が始まった後だけど、雑誌棚の中から雑誌を取り出して、そこでダイイングメッセージに気づいたの。
それがどうしたんだって？なんもおかしくねえって。
Oh wait, that's literally it? But did Kyoko basically say it? No, this goes to propose Danganronpa. Oh, did I hit the mag?
俺がダイイングメッセージオーガの死体を発見。私がダイイングメッセージ捜査が始まった後だ。雑誌棚の中から雑誌を取り出した。そこで
Anyways, I do find it. Sometimes this is the irritating that Danganronpa wants to take you step by step. Just because it's like, yeah, I get it. You want to make sure your audience understands your game, but literally Kyoko said the answer. When Kyoko found it after we began the investigation, and you won't have emotions, so there's no way you could have seen the event. Tell us the truth here. When did you see the message? Oh, you're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you had to do is read the mere sausage Oka left us, and you know that the killer's Toko. I'm sure it makes that makes a lot more sense of a Japanese version. Or maybe it's supposed to be some random ass, like, words. I didn't even know when to begin with that. He's trying to confuse us. No, I just think he's that stupid. I really do hate dumb characters that are just dumb. There needs to, like, for a dumb character to be good, there needs to be a smartness to the dumbness. If that makes any sense. There needs to be a smartness to the dumbness for the character to be, like, good. Like, just being dumb is, like, the most miserable lying you can give a character. In my opinion, it's, like, one of the most abysmal shit you can do to a character. But if it's logic in the dumbness, it works perfectly fine. The hero doesn't really work for me for that reason. I don't think he's just dumb. And it's not like in a clever way, he's just stupid. Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place? Huh? I think we can all agree overwrote a message. 100% without a doubt she would. And this is me talking, so you know it's true. Without a doubt. You know, I also just thought of something. Actually, you know what? No, I'm trying to think. And I'm probably gonna Google this to confirm. Actually, in my high school, we kind of had a similar situation to Hero. When someone like, got her back so much that, like, they were, I believe they were 20. Like, 2021. And I knew that was the last year that they had. If it did graduate. But it was the last year that they had. And if they failed that year, they get kicked out of high school. Which you can argue how fair that is. But at the same time, I understand maybe safety concerns with like a 21-year-old being in high school with underage people.
証拠あんのかって。俺の占いは3割当たる。
Because I know I've told the story about the guy that tied, the 18-year-old, but tied the 14-year-old to a tree and had sex with her on school ground. I know I told that story before. So I do understand safety concerns with that kind of stuff. I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was only something we're using a finger. I mean, what else would be friend, to be honest? But her hands were completely free of blood. Say what? Then who did what? He could very well have written it himself. But explain how he knew about the message in the first place. No? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. He admits it. I mean, at least he admits it. The man knows when to give up. You gotta appreciate that. But why would you watch something like that? Because I'm a gooba, yeah. I'm totally distracted. You know, this is the easiest game of all time. I know what? I know that this is wrong. But man, I wish it was correct. You managed to killing her. Please let me explain what happened. I got Ogo's note, so I head to work right before noon, just like I said. You did exactly as the note asks? Why, foolish fool! Then when I got them, sorry, but do mind waiting. I asked a couple of people to meet as well. Yeah, I do feel horrible for Sakura. Like, I truly do. Would you like a piece of candy? Might help you give you some energy. Oh, sure, thanks. That's all she said. After that, we stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, her murmuring something. This is it. I'm gonna end it here today. I'm gonna end everything. As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try to kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out then. I saw my chance to grab a molecule bottle from a shelf and smash it across her head. It hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. So she just went limp. I didn't see her moving again after that. Also too, I did see that they're releasing like a Toy Story retro lineup for like classic Pixar games. A lot of them were just Toy Story games with Bugs Life thrown in though too. But I had to talk about the pricing. The pricing is actually pisses me off. Because I saw that PS4, PS5, and Switch versions of the game were $40, but Switch 2 was $50. Now I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck if the Switch 2 version costs $10 more fucking dollars to play? Like, that's crazy. But I did say it also gets bundled with Toy Story 3, like, remaster, which is a game people love dealing. Probably, honestly, yes. It's probably some Nintendo shit. I can see that. Look, I like Nintendo overall as a company, but they do some Nintendo-ass shit sometimes. And you can only describe it as Nintendo-ass shit. Once it was over, I put myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. I would took his name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away. Can't believe you. You're the worst. I hope you die. Well, that's what happened. Go ahead, roast me, bully me, do whatever you want. You're not gonna get off that easily. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, huh? We know who did it. No, I think there's a little more to Hyo's story. Huh, what are you talking about? What else could it be? The one that killed Hyo just now doesn't explain. There's one thing about Hyo's story, but it doesn't explain. Until we figure out that part, we can consider the case closed. Yeah, what a magazine. Oh, it's closed. I think you just said it doesn't explain why the magazine was him. Huh? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up from the shelf. Why would we take the time to write a message and stick it somewhere we might not find it? Well, I didn't hide. I'm sure I just left it sitting on the table. Really? Hello, Oken Hashi BTC. How are you? Doing well today. Really? He's lying. He's gotta be lying. I mean, why would he lie? Like, I don't... Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you hide the magazine you put out, though? Just call you Oak? I got you, Oak. Then he's not lying? As soon as time is true, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. No, at least one other person was in the rec room before and after the incident. I don't think there's any questions about that. Then who was it? That's good to hear. Glad that you're doing well. Oh, also too, there's a video going around of Target breaking seals on Pokemon products. Look. I fucking hate scalpels with a passion. But honestly, I know it's to prevent people from reselling products and all that stuff, and I know they will open it in front of me. But as someone who opens not Pokemon products, but TCG products in general, I do not like seals broken until I'm ready to open my product. I don't care if no one else tampers with it, etc. It is 100% like a personal thing. I want to break that seal by myself when I get home to open the product. Like, again, I get the reasoning and understand it and all that stuff. It's just, yes. I would it's a security thing for me. If something's fucked up, I want to be like, okay, I broke the seal. It got fucked up. Again, even if I see everything that happens, it's just, it's very much a for worse thing. They do suck. And Pokemon's crazy. Like, I hate it. I hate it because, like, some talking stores, you can only buy one pack. You know, you go, oh, that's great. You know how much sucks that is for a kid? to just get like one pack of like Pokemon cards, you might have like a few like dollars to spend. You only can buy one pack. Why? Because you got shits buying whole stores of cards so we can resell shit and just not caring about kids. If you want to keep a trouble behind the magazine, they must not like what's went on it. I mean, I think Bakio would be all for it, to be honest. It had to be Toko, right? What? Who else would want to have a magazine of the person whose name was went on it? Is he white, Toko? Do you really go into work room? Why would I have? No, this is like my 20th, to be honest. I've played this game so many times. So, long story short, is that I used to have a Twitch channel, and I was streaming on Twitch for years. But due to some of the Twitch policies I enacted, I decided to say fuck Twitch, deleted all my videos off my Twitch, and started streaming on YouTube. Now, the first two views are wonky because of that, where they start off. But I started streaming on YouTube, so I decided, hey, since those playthroughs don't exist anymore, I'm gonna replace through some of the games I've played on Twitch and have them on the YouTube as archive. Because Twitch not really having an archive anymore really was the sort of a book the canvas back for me, because what's the point, in my opinion? But yeah. I just nice! I have my thoughts on B3. Mostly negative, to be honest. But with that being said, I do hope you enjoy V3. I hope you enjoy V3 a lot more than I enjoy V3. Wait, but more importantly, but it doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? He would just admit it. That's why I killed him. No, you didn't. Who asked you? Don't die, he'll attack Sakura with a ball. That's not where this case ends. What do you mean? He means that Hiro isn't the killer. He can't be serious. This is just, I don't... You know what? Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm glad you enjoyed a character a lot more than how I enjoyed a character. I find Tenko's gimmick of degenerate males to be one of the most brain things ever. But again, I'm glad you can find enjoyment in a character I did not enjoy. That's awesome. I am not here to, what is it? Yuck yo yum, as the kids say. That's more power to you on that point. He would tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should be clear he's not Sakura's, kill him. I like the concept of it. The execution was piss poor, in my opinion. I feel like if they would though, or more to if it was liking, I feel like it would have stuck a lot, stuck the landing a lot more. I feel like if they leaned how they did the lean, it definitely felt like, for why I was hating a Danganronpa fans, even though in interviews they say, hey, that's not what it was meant to happen. But you can't help but feel that energy with the ending. And for reality, like fiction can back reality, I think they could have done a lot more to like make it land. So what do you want me to do? Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura. I really don't see why, but okay. We haven't reached it. I mean, honestly, the best part of D3, is the RPG mode. One of my favorite things. Definitely, hands down. We haven't reached the end of this case yet. Hero isn't the killer, and I have to prove it. Ah, there we go. It's probably like the hangover once.
近くの棚にあったモノクマボトルでオーガの背後から不意の一撃を食らわしたんだ。
不意の一撃ってことはあなたが殴打したのは1回なのね。
殴ったの。
What? It's to stay for boy. Oh no. I swear to God, is it Kyoko's?
近くの棚にあったオーガの背後から不意の一あなたが殴打したの。
それは違うよ。
You know what, my head was in the right place. Which chapter 3 are we talking about? Am I correct? To be fair, chapter 3 of any of the Danganronpa games are by far the weakest. That's just, at this point, I don't think anyone will argue any different way. Chapter 3 in Danganronpa 1, weakest case of the game. And 2, weakest case of the game. 3, I've never seen a bigger case of wasted potential as I did with Danganronpa V3's third case. The squad, I've never seen a bigger fumble. I have not played the Japanese version, and to say one way or another. I know there's a lot of weird thing with V3's localization in particular. Like, I know for Angie, they made the, like, her god Octua, which is like a weird Polynesian god. So that makes it a little bit more, iffy in terms of, like, you have a sound a weird god to this character, but it's probably not the best. Like, portrays kind of a negative stereotype of Polynesian people to begin with, but like assigning Octua to that is probably not a good idea of an English localization. For example, if the fact that they may gone to talk like Tarzan, I know it's supposed to no preference type shit. I hate Tarzan's speak. I hate it with a passion. Maybe because I have a speech impediment. But I hate it with a passion. But welcome in, oh, sorry, I'm gonna butcher your name here. Pupsleeve? Sorry if I butchered it, I know I did. I do apologize. But, I hope you're doing well today. Welcome in. But yes, time to do onto the master do portion of stream. Oh yes, it is. Oh no, it ended! Oh wait, it ended? There was an end date to that? I didn't realize there was an end date to this. I'm actually kind of sad about this. I was having fun with that. Oh wow. Oh wow. Like they honestly should make like guest for card a permanent mode. Like they should. That's a fun little fucking thing. You know, I don't know if it's funny, ironic, hypocritical, whatever you said. I did make a YouTube show about Woodley today. In terms of it's funny, but Yu-Gi-Oh banned a like this card for K9s. A K9 card that lets you look at your opponent's hand, like right after royalty release, which lets you look at your opponent's hand. Is it hypocritical? Maybe. That I'm using the card, but hey. Like, I hope, like, Konami just was. We're up against the Malice. You do bench face down, right? Okay. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm not a fan. Play against Rome. You know, the funny thing about Duel is you can activate the card response. Yeah, you get your monsters back. Control you. Link Koro. He's like, go ahead and do your thing. Might as well. SP, if anything interesting shows. What did he do? You know what? Yeah, what's better than someone wearing on for an extra deck? Let's hit you. Let's hope we hit gold. I mean, IP could be devastating, depending. But yes, Malice is very strong still. Despite all the hits it's taken. It's like literally a cockroach deck. Unknown card. You know, I should take bets about like when do you think my next turn is. The answer might surprise you. Okay, we got a Cosmos. We kind of knew that was coming. Annoying. Shit. Yeah, kind of out of steam here. Yeah. You know what I feel bad? Okay, I'm not sure if I shared the story, but honestly, so about around this time I started going to conventions. Um, shoot, I'm trying to think about which convention this was in terms of who I saw. But like you know, I had people that I wanted to see. Uh, like, and of course, you only have a select few people you can actually see, because you don't want to spend too much money. I say that, but I don't want to talk about my money I spent on my most recent convention. Um, but point is that one year at a convention I went to, you know what I think it was? I think it was the convention with Kevin Conroy, when I met Kevin Conroy at. I think it was. Which I'm beyond grateful I met Kevin Conroy. Words cannot describe how awesome that was. But active played the Oompa Loompas from the 2005 film was veiled. And I felt so bad for him because no one was in line for him. And not that I'm any better because again, I didn't go see him. But like, I felt bad because no one was in line for him. And, like I always do feel bad like when you go to a convention and like no one's in line for someone. And when I mean like no one was in line for him, I was like, I don't think I saw a single person go up and like get anything for him. Which again is very saddening. I think I'm in one fucking forever. Maybe I need to get my game on. I feel like also too, not that I've met everyone that I wanted to meet in my lifetime. But like I feel like I've met like a good chunk of people that like have been staples in Forza's life. Like I've met Christopher Sabat twice, Sean Shammo, Stan Lee. The Stan Lee one, it was kind of funny in terms of like when you were in line for him, they're like, hey, no hugging, no touching, all this stuff, which makes sense. But there were also like no licking, and I'm like, there's a story behind no licking. Someone did something to Stanley to cause the no licking rule. Go ahead, just play your cards. I'm fine with you drawing. If I kill you, the draws don't matter. Now get rid of the draw lock button. You know, it's like, you know, I only want if I can add cards to hand. We got the Zeus out! Sure how much I actually matters, but we got him! I mean, at least my car has a big fat ass. That sucks. Not saying this will stop you for good, but I definitely hope. Not for a Jackie. Gusto! Get wasted half your life points soon. Okay, can you stop Just stop. Well, that's just annoying. Okay. I mean, you get an SP me, let's be perfectly honest, it's about to happen. But we can negate. Okay. Ooh. Fog Blade. Negate. You get, let's be honest, SP. Oh, you don't go for the SP. Just what I know. Okay, I'm glad it worked out for me, Bo. Gotta keep my cards very close to my chest. And this might be where it goes off the rails. I did they release the state of play, but they just show off today in theaters and select theaters. Now, I get that Sony is probably very proud of what they showed off, but a video game announcement thing in theaters? That's kind of... I ain't really worth it. The X-Men. Do. Oh, if it can a I'm actually somewhat... I can't be mad for unicorning me. I mean, I can't be mad. But, it happens. But it's a fun duel. Man, again, I don't want to do it forever. Jesus Christ, though. But I'd like to thank y'all for coming out. It's been fun. It's been a blast. It's been a fun blast. Tomorrow will be more Resident Evil. We're probably gonna finish it tomorrow. I believe, I think, I hope. And then more Danganronpa, Thursday. So again, thank you all for coming out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And I will